Yeah, so we have started, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, hey everybody. Today is our, I guess, day six of our 0 to 1 AI cohort, and today we are going to cover these topics from statistics. We are going to cover mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, quartiles, percentiles, IQRs, and outliers, and skewness, and normal distribution, and Z-score, and data visualization by Matplotlib. Okay, and for today we are going to use student performance CSV database dataset, and you can have some preview of dataset. And it contains student ID, weekly self study hours, attendance percentage, class participation, total score, and grade. And for today's meet, our companion is Ishan Rastogi. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ishan Rastogi and I am currently in final year.
Okay. So okay, Ishan will be doing the screen. Ishan will be recording the screen from his laptop, and I'm recording from my side. So yeah, let's start the stream. I guess. Can we start, Ishan?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So if if my audio is not bothering you, so can I mute myself or what?
Abhi. So hi guys, I am there from my room and as you can see, I have done the same steps. I have imported the libraries and I have imported the CSV. I actually opened it using pandas and here I will start my work. Okay. So first of all, okay, I guess okay. Here we have median. Okay, and now I will use the pandas documentation, or maybe I can use statistics function to calculate that. So here we have the documentation. Okay, okay. So what I will do, I will use the numpy. Okay, I will import numpy also here. Numpy, right? Okay, numpy, and then I will import numpy as np, and then I will run all again. Okay, meanwhile let's run. I'll just delete this cell and let's improve the readability of it. Okay, okay, all right. And here we have, okay, now I think we can move on. So we have this data set and okay, I'll check. So I will use numpy to do the mean and okay, okay, right, np.mean, and then I will create a data frame using pandas, right? Which I have already created here, and I have printed the head. Okay, and then I'll put up a mean for, let's say, not student ID, of course, let's say weekly study hours. Okay, I can do that. Okay, and similarly what I will do, okay, what we can do is we can create a variable like average study hours. Okay, average study hours we have. Okay, and then we will copy it. Okay, then we can do for attendance, average attendance. I don't think so it is a right metrics to be averaged out, because it is a percentage, and basically a class is of 100%, and then we cannot literally take an average of that class. It will be pointless. And we can do about class participation. Actually, we can do that, because I feel it is in arts or some other metrics. Okay, class participation. All right, and then we have a total score. We can, I guess we can do that. Okay, total score. Like suppose it can be for an exam where we can get the total score, and of course we cannot take the average of a grade because it is in alphabetic mode. For that we will either have to map out, which is already there, like total score is already there, so we need to do anything. Or we can do one thing, we can just map out the grade using dictionary with grade points, and we can then convert it to an numpy array, and then we can use that. So this could have been done, but I won't do this. And let's print using if string average weekly study hours, and then we have average study hours. All right, and then we have okay, and then we have average class participation, average class participation. All right, and then we have average total score. All right, average total score. All right, I guess we will print that, and here we have all the scores and we have all the averages, and then I guess we have to calculate the median and mode, right? So we will definitely copy it, and then we will calculate our median. Okay, all right, and it will remain same, I guess. Okay, we have our median like 15 hours, right? And okay, and this is 6, and this is 87.5. Okay, all right. Now for mode, I guess we have to create classes, I guess, because okay, if some students, okay, let's see the data, right? If they have any duplicate values, okay, I can do one thing, I can check the duplicate values, right? Now let's refer to pandas duplication documentation. Alright. Okay, we can do one thing, let's create a, let's see, okay, which metrics can we use, like attendance percentage? I don't think so. I'll first try with weekly self study hours, because there is a high possibility that they will be equal. So I will just create duplicate duplicate rows, okay, right? And okay, we should not use this copilot autocorrect. Okay, so we will use data frame, and then we will call using data frame the duplicated function. Okay, and then we will create a subset which is of let's say, okay, what was it, it was weekly self study hours. Okay, all right, weekly self study hours, all right. And then we can keep is equal to, okay, nahi, for keep it needs to be false, because we don't need any binary output, I guess. Okay, and I want to check if we can create a new subset. Can we create multiple subsets? Let me just try it out. Okay, uh, then we have, I guess, class participation. Okay, all right. Or we can now actually include the attendance percentage, because they can be same. Attendance percentage, all right. Okay, okay, let's try this function out. Okay, basically we okay, I forgot a comma. Let's try it again. Okay, so basically I cannot use subset twice, I guess. Yes, I cannot use that, so I will just simply remove it. All right, okay, now I'll just copy it, and then I can remove it, and I can just write this. Okay, all right, let's try with them. Okay, duplicate rows. Okay, I have to create a separate variable for this. Duplicate attendance, and then I will create duplicate study hours. All right, okay, then I'll print them out. Duplicate study hours, I'll create a f string here too. Okay, and then I'll implement it. Duplicate study hours, and then I will use comma. I'll just copy this whole sentence, and then I'll use duplicate attendance, and I'll just remove it. I'll just keep it attendance. Okay, all right, let's remove the comma. Okay, I guess I have to go. Let's try it. Okay, okay. All I can see is there are a lot of multiple same values, like wait a minute, what the hell did I do wrong? Okay, okay, I'll just do one thing. I will just keep it in a different cell, because I cannot create it properly, and then I'll just copy it. Okay, uh, let's see. Okay, I'll copy it here, and I'll just remove this, all this. Okay, and then I'll just copy it. Okay, oh wait a minute, I'll just delete it. Alright, and then I'll run it again. Okay, it is basically okay, let's do one thing, keep it true. will help me. Okay, okay, I cannot keep it true. Okay, okay, all right. I can see this duplicate. Why is it creating a different column? Okay, let me see the documentation exactly again. Okay, I'll just do one thing. I'll print the length of it. Okay, all right. Duplicate study hours is 1 lakh. Damn, 10 lakh actually. Sorry, it is 10 lakh. I guess the readings are till 10 lakh. I guess. I'll feel this data is of 10 lakh entries. Yes, I was right, but I cannot figure out what I did wrong actually here. Right. How can they be so much duplication? Okay. I guess duplicated function is not right here. Let's see. Return boolean series denoting duplicate rows. Okay. How come is it wrong? Okay, I'll just remove this keep. I think this is the problem. And okay, I just checked the syntax. It needs to be in this type of bracket. Okay, I got it why this type of bracket is being used. And I guess we are good to go now. I feel okay. I don't think so that much resemblance can be seen in this data. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'll do one thing. Wait a minute. Okay. What I'm doing here is creating a subset. I'm checking that. I'll just remove the length now. I want to see. I want to see the whole thing. Okay, let's check. Alright. What I can see is the 5th row and the 6th row, and there is no resemblance, man. There is no resemblance at all. Like, okay, uh, why this column is being shown separately as study hours? I don't know why. As like duplicate study. Okay, I am creating a okay. Let's do one thing. Duplicate hours. All right. Uh, I'll do one thing. I'll just print this. There is no need to do anything else. Okay. I'll just print it. Okay. Now we have our student ID, and then we have our weekly. Weekly self study. I cannot see any resemblance, man. I'll just use the mode. I'll just create the mode now. I'll delete this. Okay, all right, and I'll create mode for that. All right. Okay. I'll just do one thing. I'll just copy it. Okay, and then I'll replace everything with mode. Okay, now I have mode, and here also mode. And what I can do is I can introduce the attendance, right? I can introduce the attendance here. And what was this? It was attendance percentage. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. If attendance percentage is a frequency, all I can do it. I can also use mean here. Okay. I can do it with. Okay. I'll just do it. Attendance, right? Here I have attendance. Okay. And then I have like this, and I'll just replace with. Okay. Now I'll just copy here again, right? I'll just change everything into median here. Median, 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 and median. Okay, all right. And then here I will just copy it. I'll choose mean, 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 and mean. Okay, let's go. Let's run it again. Okay, we have our average attendance with us. Why is it? Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. There is another. There is another. Okay, let's first try with our median. Okay, median is cool. Median is cool. All right. What should be the error? Okay. Module numpy has no attribute mode. Okay. Okay. For mode, what we need to do is, I guess, we need to use statistics library. I don't know. Okay, we have to use statistics. Alright. What I will do is I'll just replace np here with stats. Okay. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Average weekly hours is coming to 0, and I think this is 100 and 200% wrong. How can average weekly study hours be 0? Okay, let's okay, what we will do is we will just refer to Krishna extracts video. Let's see how he did it. Okay, I think I have done it all already correct. I guess I'm good. Then why average weekly study hours is coming out to be 0? How? Okay, all right. Of course, there is no significance in the frequency. That's why it is coming out to be 0. Okay, but okay. I guess that is the issue. And that's why median is the best. Uh, okay, alright. Average weekly hours will always come out to be 0. So we will just remove it, right? And we will just uh, replace it with mode. Okay, mode, and okay, alright, done. Alright, and we will just remove the study hours from here. String open, and then we will run that again. Okay, now we have mode attendance 100, which will be of many people out here, and then we will have our mode class participation, which is 10.0, and mode total score, which is 100. So a lot of people scored 100. All right. Okay, now let's go. We have, what do we have? We have calculated mean, median, mode. The central tendencies are being calculated, and then we have to calculate our variance and standard deviation. Okay, all right. Now for standard deviation, what Python library we will be using? All right, we can do one thing, like we can cover variance and standard deviation later on, uh, or we can just, okay, let's go for it. Okay, we will use stats only. All right. Okay, we will just copy this again, right? And then we will calculate our ST, or we can do it. Uh, all right, we can calculate variance also, right? For calculating VS, we just need to apply a square, so we can easily square it, right? And okay. Hmm. So we have our data with us, right, as a data frame, and then we can use stdev. Okay, standard deviation function, right? Standard deviation. Okay, so for this we will just add sd. Okay, okay, I just copied it from, right, and then we have sd. The hell I am doing? We have sd here, and then we have sd here. Alright, I'll just replace it with stats. Alright, and then I'll just do sddev. I hope it works. Let's try it out. Okay, we have our standard deviation 9.42, and we have 1.9 here, and we have 15.4 here. Okay, can we do it also for attendance percentage? I feel so. Okay, let's go. Okay, we were actually doing it for attendance only. Then what went wrong? Okay. Okay. Yes, we have to include study hours actually. All right. I'll just remove it here. SD. Okay. And then we have stats, and then we have sddev. Okay, all right, and then I will increase this, and let's run it back again. Okay, we have standard deviation for it, and to calculate the variance, what we will do is we'll just copy this, either we can square it up or we can use various function. Or we can use numpy. I guess I should use numpy. That will be very fast. Alright, and then I'll use here, and here I have variance with me, and I'll just replace it up. And here also I have variance, variance, and then I have variance here. Okay, all right. What I will do is I will run this again. Okay, it is very fast. And here we have our variance. Okay, all right. Okay, I think I should include the study hours back here, like for the mode, because I need to keep the metrics common for everything I am calculating right now. So I'll just include the mode, and here we have start modes, and here we go. Okay, all right, and then I will run this again. It is actually very slow. All right. Okay, now we have every damn thing, and then what I can do is I can just replace it with medium, right? Okay, let's go. Okay, now we have calculated standard deviation and the variance, and then we can, all right, before visualizing the graphs, we can just try to create a box plot where we can find out the quartiles and the percentiles, right? And I don't think so we have to calculate IQR. We will just plot the okay. Now, okay, I have C bond. Okay, and have I imported the C bond? I guess not yet. So I will import C bond as a SNS. I'll just run it again. Okay, now let's go to C bond library documentation. Then we have okay, we have box plot here. Okay, we will use SNS and box plot, right? And then we will keep our weekly self study hours, and the data will be from the data frame. All right, okay, let's go. We have the box plot, and wow, why is this type of thing is coming? What kind of outliers are they? Shall I reduce the bin? Can I reduce the bin? Okay, I guess increase the gap here. I feel I can increase the gap, because I can see gap is equal to 0 in the documentation. Okay, let's try it out. Gap is equal to, let's see, zero point 0.5. I guess it will be enough. Let's see. Okay, what is different? What is different here? Okay, we have the two. Wow, it just decrease the length. Okay, I guess it is for the padding in the whole graph, this gap. So I have to delete this gap. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay. I should just leave this out. Okay. I can color it. Okay. Color should be blue, so it will change the blue color, right? And I'll just copy it and just use this. All right, and then we will replace it with the next element, which is attendance. Attendance percentage. All right, gap is equal to 0. Color should be red. Okay, nice. Okay, outliers are working perfectly, but because of the relativity, it is very much. And then I can replace it with, what is the matrix? Okay, class participation. Class participation. And then we can have it name. And then I will copy it again. Alright, I can see. And then I'll replace it with total score. I'll just do it with orange, I guess. Okay, now they are visible perfectly. I believe I can just reduce the color. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just add one line color. Let's try it out. Line color should be orange. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, the whole thing is now orange. I'll just leave it out. And hmm I think I need to change the scale of this, so I can use maybe log scale or maybe native scale. I'll first try with the log scale because I feel so it will work. Log scale, which should be true. Oh wow! I'll just use the native scale. Better, better. And if I just remove it, keep it false. Okay, which one is better? Let's see. Okay, so now we have 2200 and here we have 2200. It is actually exactly the same. It is actually almost, actually it is the same graph. Okay, so it does not make any sense at all. I'll just remove it, and I won't be using any log scale because it will just convert into 10 raised to the power n. Okay, I guess that's enough for me to create a box plot. And is there any way I can calculate uh, q1, q3 and whatever the 5 summaries are using this plot? Can I derive it out? I'll just, one thing, I'll just add everything here, right? I'll just do one thing, I'll just cut it. Alright, I'll delete this. I'll just add this and again delete this. Okay, and I'll just add it and then I'll just cut it and again delete it, and let's set the color to red, and here we go. Okay, we just need to change the variable. Okay, I think it will do all right. It will just create the classes. Okay, it is a please failed. Okay, let's check documentation again. Okay, I got it. I should take this. I think I have got it. Like data. I hope this works out well. Hmm. I don't think so. It will make any difference. Okay, so what is wrong here? Let's see. Okay, we need to change the color. Okay, we have to have a hue, and I think so. Uh, the hue had sets, I guess, as far as I remember. Let's see. Let's go back to silicon. Okay, and then we have here different color sets. Okay. Okay, we have to change the palette and we have to set the hue, and hue should be based on I don't know. Okay, we can set 2. We can decide set 2. Okay, let's try it out. I know this hue thing is wrong. Okay, what the hell I was doing, man? Why I'm doing this in a single thing? Okay, I'll just need a class, right? I'll just I'll just need the class, so redo the whole thing again. Okay, let's remove it, right? And I'll just remove this, all this, and I'll just add it. I'll delete it. Alright. And then we have business. Then we have color is equal to, let's keep it light blue. Okay. Red, and then we have green, and here we have our orange. What I can do is I can create a subplot, right? Check it out. Okay, where we have subplot. Okay, I guess we are using here pair grid. Okay. Okay, here we have subplots. Wow. Oh wow. This is the stupidest thing I'm doing right now. Okay, I'll just copy it. I'll just set the context to poster so that I can see them as big as I can see them. Okay, and I'll just do it 1 by 4 because I have 4 plots. And then I'll do one thing, I'll just create an axis point, right? It should be axis is equal to axis.
Hello.
Hello. Just हाँ क्या हुआ?
I'm complete.
कंप्लीट हो गया इतना जल्दी? मैं तो अभी बॉक्स प्लॉट पर ही था. लाइक तूने कैलकुलेट करे हैं क्या वैल्यूज़ वगैरह?
मेरा दिख रहा है.
हाँ.
So first I calculated mean, then median, then mode, and printed down all the values.
अच्छा, आई थॉट कि जितने भी उसकी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, तो मैंने सबकी बैठ के करी है.
नहीं, मैंने बस एक ही की है.
ओके.
Then I plotted it on the graph, kind of. मॉड में थोड़ा इशू आ रहा था मुझे, तो मॉड वाला मैंने कमेंट आउट कर दिया.
ओके.
आई गेस मुझे लग रहा है इशू ये है.
एक सेकेंड, मोड तुमने कौन सी लाइब्रेरी यूज़ करके करा है?
मोड डायरेक्ट पैंडा एक देता है फंक्शन मोड के लिए.
अच्छा, ओके. आई यूज numpy एंड आई यूज्ड स्टैट्स फॉर मोड.
अगर तुम्हारा हो गया तो हम लोग दिखा सकते हैं. आई गेस
एक सेकेंड स्क्रॉल डाउन करो. ओके, ये पूरा नोटबुक कंप्लीट है.
I just left out 2 out of 10 that outlier and that is more.
बॉक्स प्लॉट और क्वार्टाइल्स, परसेंटाइल्स, IQ और ये दिखाओ मुझे.
बॉक्स प्लॉट का
तुमने क्वार्टाइल्स एंड परसेंटाइल्स कैसे निकाली हैं?
क्वार्टाइल्स एंड परसेंटाइल्स तो स्लिप मेथड्स हैं.
अच्छा, तुमने
हाँ.
अलग से निकाली है. इससे बेटर
हाँ.
तो बॉक्स प्लॉट ही बना देते पूरा, वो कैंडल वाला जो होता है.
उसके बारे में मुझे भी स्टडी करना होगा.
तुमने वीडियो तो मुझसे ज़्यादा ही देख ली है,
हम्म।
तो उसमें स्टडी करने लायक क्या था? बॉक्स प्लॉट ही तो बनाना था, SNS डॉट बॉक्स प्लॉट या मैट प्लॉट लिब यूज़ करके। ओके अच्छा, ऐसा कर सकते हैं, सिंस यू हैव डन डिफरेंट थिंग्स एंड आई हैव डन डिफरेंट थिंग्स, तो मुझे थोड़ा सा टाइम दो, तो वो दोनों कंबाइन कर देंगे, तो वो बेटर रहेगा।
ओके ओके।
लाइक यू हैव डन, ठीक है। तो अभी स्क्रीन शेयर, अभी तो चलो वीडियो चल रही है हमारी, एक काम करता
ओके
हूँ, ठीक है। अभी वीडियो चल रही है एंड अभी इसमें तुम्हें काट देना, तुम्हें समझ में आ जाएगा कि कौन सा कट करना है, और नहीं आएगा तो मैं एडिटिंग कर दूंगा, राइट।
ओके ओके।
तो यू विल जस्ट शो केस मी दिस कोड अगेन फॉर योर सेल्फ,
ऑल राइट।
या एक काम करो, तुम अपना शो केस रिकॉर्ड कर लो, इतने मैं करके अपना शो केस रिकॉर्ड कर लेता हूँ, वर्क्स।
ओके ओके। तो मीन्स मैं अभी अभी दिखा दूँ सब कुछ।
मतलब माइक म्यूट करके ऐसे कर लेना कि आई एम सीन दिस, या
ओके ओके
क्योंकि यूजर्स को ही दिखा रहा है ना
ओके
जो
ओके।
देख रहे हैं। ओके सो आई एम बैक and I'll just create a subplot here. Okay, I was just fixing the axis, so x is equal to axis, x is equal to axis, and we have 2 here and we have 3 here. Okay, let's try it out. I hope it works well, and if it won't, then I have to see. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, now what I will do is I'll just increase the size of the figure. All right, let's try this out. Or wait a thing, I can just remove the poster thing. I'll just replace it with something else, so that the size is very small of the points. Okay, here we have poster, here we have talk, here we have notebook, and here we have, I guess, paper. Okay, all right, paper is best, I guess, out of all. Okay, this ratio did not turn out well, and I'll just, okay, right. So if I'm doubling it, I'll just double it again, 4:1 ratio. Let's see it out. I can just do it 80-20, man. Okay, this is pretty much small. What I can do is 80-20, and then I can use the talk. Let's go. I can just increase the font scale. I think it will be far much better. Man, nothing is visible. Man, nothing is visible. 80-20 is miserable. I'll just do it 825, and I'll just keep the font scale to let's see, 1.2. Not everything should be split into 80-20. Not bad. I'll just use paper here rather than talk, so I can just see the minute points being separated out. Okay, not bad actually. Okay, I'll just manage with this. Okay, and we have done the box plot. I will not be doing quartiles and percentiles and IQR, because it is basically a small function. So then I don't know what is Qness. I don't know why I have written this. Okay, now I can create some graphs upon it, and I can create a normal distribution plot right? Okay, let's create a SNS dot distrib right? And then we will keep the data frame, and the call subset will be like weekly self study hours, right? uh, uh, okay, wait a minute, is this for KD?
हेलो ईशान.
हाँ.
हाँ, मैंने अपना स्क्रीन कर दिया, रिकॉर्ड भी कर दिया और रिकॉर्डिंग एंड कर दी है.
ओके, मुझे 2 मिनट दो ज़रा, मेरा भी हो गया.
तुम स्क्रीन शेयर कर देते, मैं अभी देखते रहते क्या कर रहे हो.
अच्छा, मैं कर रहा हूँ. वैसे मेरा लास्ट ही बचा है, लास्ट लाइन पे हूँ मैं, उसके बाद कर दूंगा मैं स्क्रीन शेयर.
ओके.
Okay, so I am back again, and I think so I cannot create a uh, I don't think so I can create a normal distribution curve, because it will be needing, I guess, SciPy for that, I guess. Oh wait, I can use Seaborn here. Okay, I was doing the right thing actually. I'll just follow this. Okay, rather than his plot, I'll just create and I will keep the KD as true. All right, and then the stat will be like density, and the color can be like light blue, and the bins can be, I guess, 5. Let's see, let's keep it 5. Okay, let's try it out. Or I'll just keep the bins as I'll just
So I use NumPy and I use that. Okay. Exactly. In that okay. दिखा गया select तो बफर ना पूरा वो कैंडल वाला नहीं दो तो बस.
अरे अपना माइक म्यूट कर ले, तेरा वो मेरे उसमें आ रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों मैंने डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो तो ऑफ कर रखा था.
अच्छा सॉरी.
Okay, so I am back again, and I have created a histogram with a KDE, and I guess this is PDF actually, smoothing of histograms, I guess. Okay, PDF of normal distribution. So I have created a probability density function right here, and I think I am all right, good to go. So I'll just share my screen again. So मैं अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ अभी, ठीक है. So I'll start explaining the things I have made. Like मैंने काफ़ी सेपरेट बनाया है, काफ़ी ज़्यादा अलग बनाया मैंने थोड़ा. Okay, let's start. So here I have my notebook with me, and I have imported the libraries here like pandas, matplotlib, statistics, numpy, and seaborn. So first I have imported the data here, and I have displayed it, We have student ID, weekly study, self-study hours, attendance percentage, class participation, total score, and grade as our attributes. And then we have calculated mean for the four attributes, like the study hours, the attendance percentage, the class participation, and total score. And we have used f string to print that out, and similarly we have calculated median for it and the mode for it. And here as we can see, the most frequent attendance is 100%, and the most class participation is 10 hours, and the most highest number of scores which have been scored is 100. And then I have calculated standard deviation and variance using numpy functions. Although I could have used stats library, but the issue is that is very slow, as we have covered while I was doing the coding. And I have created subplots where I have 4 plots with me, each one describing quartile and percentiles of each attribute, which I have covered previously. So these are the box plots. As you can see, the outliers are very small, and maybe like in this graph or maybe in this graph you can clearly see, oh sorry, you can clearly see a circle here, but the rest of the points are very near. And then I have created a histogram along with the PDF, which is what was that? I was what was PDF? It was probability density function. Okay, so I have created a probability density function with it using the KDE. I have kept the KDE is equal to 2, and KDE is kernel density estimator, and that's it. And I have kept the bins 5, and I have created this for only weekly self study hours. Maybe I can try creating it for other attributes also. Okay, what were the other attributes? Attendance percentage. Okay, I'll just do one thing, attendance percentage, and I'll just keep this bin as 10 for now. Okay, let's see. I'll just change its color. Okay, stop it, interrupt. I'll just run it again.
I think you are pretty much great at with the right library.
हाँ, लाइक मतलब डॉक्यूमेंटेशन तो रेफर करनी पड़ी थी. Okay, so here is the graph for attendance percentage, and you can clearly see most of the people have 80 and 90 as for the attendance percentage, and this is the kind of density function which we can see here. And this type of density function is mostly based on the variance and the standard deviation, so it is totally based on that. So that's it for today, and here I go.
I have completed my assignment. In today's stream, we have to calculate a mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, quartiles, percentiles, IQR, outliers, which I have kind of leave for today. Because I have to study a little bit about it. Then we have skewness, then we have normal distribution, then we have Z score, then for data visualization we have used matplotlib. So first we have imported our data set, and this is our data set. You can take a look of it here. Then we have calculated a mean, median and mode. and this is this is our mean, this is our median, and this is our mode. Sorry, uh, mode is this 0, because it is little you can guys also think of like attendance percentage. There's not even a single attendance percentage value getting repeated twice, so that's why it is 0. And then I made a chart of the mean median mode. You can see the mean median mode here. Like, let me clarify it so that it makes a distinction one. Yeah, so the red one is mean and the blue one is median. Then we have calculated our variation and standard deviation and 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 75 percentile. Then we have calculated IQR from cont 75 to minus cont 25, and we have plotted all the values in this graph, in this chart. Then we have plotted a histogram of class participation column, and yeah, so let me change it to total score and see what comes. Yeah, let me also print the value. Here you can see the skewed value. Yeah, I guess that's it from my side.